I get it to go. I get it to go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Down, Peoples. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the 59. Let's get it down. 96, Mike, 96. Let's go, D. Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96.
From the gun, here's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
With the carry for Carolina. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Carolina.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Gets sacked.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Second and long. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
He's going to look deep for more. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Carolina.
DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the second straight play. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Complete to
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now this throw caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mark 96, Mark 96. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Run for Pollard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and 2, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Williams. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Check three. Check.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a third and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Panthers.
To throw now on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Martin set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
But you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Peoples. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Set.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Watch run.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And at the 50-yard line.
Check, 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 check. 54. 56 is the mark. Oh, you get behind.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that blocks.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
I got you. Man, I got you. 56. Mike, 54. 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
We got it. 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Peoples. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th.
Panthers.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Christian McCaffrey.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Carolina.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
McCaffrey on the counter. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
McCaffrey with the carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. stopped immediately there.
The ball carried.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This is out quickly to the right, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Could have gone with the ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth-quarter possession. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go on second down.
Let's go, D. Take serious right here. We got to step it up. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the run. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight end.
Out of the gun, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch the screen. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Texans 24. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 61 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ross Blacklock able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Room here to run. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
And 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
To throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina,